Let it is not recording, I think, no? The side one switch is there. That side, other side. It is being projected. Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Yathagnir shakti Ramakrishne stita hiya Sarva vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhasvarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. So as a part of the life of renunciation, we are seeing various aspects of sadhana and what exactly the renunciation means. The usual understanding of renunciation is throw away this world, run away from this world. All comforts give up, all relations break. Some queer understanding of giving up things and running away. But it is not so. Krishna totally denies that in Bhagavad Gita and insists on being in the world and with all others, but untouched by it. Don't be affected by anything in this world. Participate wholeheartedly, but see that you are not stained. Karma should not bind you. And you must be constantly evolving towards the divine. Everyone must be happy. Everyone must share your knowledge, wisdom, your services. This is what is being expected by the Lord. Because we are part and parcel of the nature, inseparable from that. Similarly, we are part and parcel of the divine, inseparable from the divine. Where to run away? When Rama wanted to renounce and go away with the same traditional views, Vasishtha tells to him, reason with me, if anything is there in this universe other than God, then you renounce it. Then Rama goes on thinking, is there anything which is not God, which is not a part of existence? Then he sees everything manifestation of God, what to leave and what not to leave. So this is the concept of Bhagavad Gita. If we deeply study Bhagavad Gita, then we will understand how to live in this world unattached, doing all activities because life is there. Life means I have to consume, I have to live, I need so many things for existence. All beings, if not anything, a small shelter to protect from the nature's odds, and little food to maintain life in this body. These all beings have this urge. Human urges are different anyway, but these basic needs of life, and where from do you derive it. How do you derive it? At least the world which is promising you of your food. We never take a plow and start plowing the earth, taking out vegetables, nor do we weave our cloth. We don't know how to make a specs or a glass. I can't see otherwise. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do a button. A plastic, how to make, I'm utilizing everything which is, I cannot do. And somebody in the society is doing and offering to me. In return, what am I going to give? Holy Mother says, give them knowledge. They will give you, this is what Swamiji expected from the West also. We will exchange their knowledge of science, physical science, with the knowledge of spirituality. So, we have to grow in Krishna's expectations in Bhagavad Gita is that a few things, there is nothing called renunciation with respect to a few things. Your own Atman you cannot renounce. Your own life you cannot renounce. Like that, you cannot, regarding renunciation, finally, when it comes to the 18th chapter, Arjuna specifically asked this question. I want to know what renunciation means, tyaga means. Tyagasya cha rishikesha, pratakvinikkusudana. Then Krishna says there, see, the usual understanding is any activity, any work. Work means it's going to bind. So every work has to be given up. Then Krishna says, no. Even sharira yatra pichate na prasidet akarmanaha. Without doing action, even sharira yatra, you have to live in this body. Even that cannot be maintained. You cannot live at all if you give up. You have to eat, no. You will sit. Somebody will feed you. No. The nahi suptasya simhasya mukhe pravishanti mragaha. In a sleeping lion's mouth, no animal will come and put itself. So you have to, even that is not possible. Work becomes essential, minimum work, and how to do work is the most important thing. And what should not be given up. There Krishna in the 18th chapter, all these factors come in the earliest chapters, in the 18th chapters, Moksha Sannyas Yoga. He says, the yajna dana tapak karma na tyajamiti. Nischayam shunume tatra. His own opinion. If people say all works are to be given up because they are sources of bondage. But here another view is there. The yajna dana tapa karma should not be given up. Then finally he comes to his own conclusion. See, it is my opinion. When Krishna says I in Bhagavad Gita, he is not the gopis of Vrindavan. He is not the Yashoda's Lal, nor Devaki Putra. He is the Lord of the universe there. Whole Bhagavad Gita, these factors of his personal life, personal existence, human existence never comes into picture. Starting from the second chapter, first time he utters the word I, keep all your senses, bring you in control and keep at my feet. There suddenly a new understanding of the Lord comes into Arjuna's mind. Then he remembers all the elders telling, Krishna is God, Krishna is God. Where all he had heard, Krishna is a great personality. incomparable with anyone on this earth. In the 4th chapter, he expresses that feeling. When he says, I told to Vivaswan and all that, then Vivaswan was some time and you are here now. How you are telling that? Then slowly he comes, by the time he comes to 8th, 9th chapter, there he asks, yes, those people were telling once upon a time, I had heard about you. Tell me the reality, give me the. Then the Vishwarupa Darshana and all. Then finally here he clears the idea. Yajna dana tapak karma natyajamiti iti me nischitavati. It is my firm opinion regarding yajna, dana, tapa. These three should not be given up. Pavanani manishinaha. These are sanctifying the human life, existence on the earth. The sanctification, sanctifying, pavanani. One is shuddha, one is pavitra, one is pavana. The three terms are used in the Sanskrit and in all Indian languages for that matter. Shuddha is general cleaning, purification. Pavitra is removal of the vibrations associated with it. Pavana is making it divine, divinity, imparting divinity. Now, in the village, there will be a place where all people will sit in the evening and gossip. Adda. Lazy corner, they say. They will sit. One day, and that was the one tree, people tree, where all women used to go and circumambulate in the morning. The women will go and do namaskara for water and all for the people tree, Ashwatha Vraksha. And then morning they go and see some people have soiled the whole platform. They have eaten what is not to be eaten, drunk what is not to be drunk and all. Some bottles, this, that, all fallen there. Some bones are also there. Morning they go and what to do now? One woman says, what is all this sacrilegious act? What to do with these people? And what can be done? Now remove and throw all those things, clean, and we'll have bath and come. So they take it out, put water and wash. This is Shuddha. Now after Shuddha, if you go and sit on that, the same vasanas, it is associated with the people, the vibrations. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, if a good person comes and sits or bad person comes, his vibration will go 7 cubits inside. So whenever a person of bad qualities used to come, he will sprinkle Ganges water off it after he goes off. So this, now cleaning is over. Now to remove these vibrations, Shuddha is over, it is not Pavitra now yet. The same vibrations are there. If you go and sit for meditation, something else will come into mind. You can test. In Mahabharata also there are many stories like this. One person goes at night and stays in an empty house. Then he starts getting bad thoughts. He says, my mind naturally tuned to the divine, it cannot get bad thoughts of hitting someone, killing someone, getting something from these. Some things are coming. Then he goes and asks in the village. Then they tell, some two looters were there in that house. Now you have come there and staying now. So those vibrations are still continuing. In temples, you can go round. When you go round, the people who have walked, chanting the Vedic chanting, this, that and all, that vibrations will be adding up to you. I have told about the Japamala also. One person brings Japamala to Nirvananandaji. He does a few times and says some other mantra is coming, put this in water, Ganga, and bring new one. Somebody has already used this mantra, Japamala, and this person wanted the Japamala to be sanctified and given. Maharaj takes that Japamala and starts doing Japa. After a few beats, he goes back to the starting again. Again goes back to starting. Then he says, somebody has used this, some other mantra is coming out of it. Means how the thoughts and action get associated with even matter, you see. So, removal of this, suppose, then another woman says, come, we will sit here now and do Ram Nam. We will do the Sankirtan, so that this place will become Pavitra. Sri Ramakrishna used to, after the bhajans are over, the singers will dance, sing and go. After that he used to take the dust of that place and put on his head. So, and Master Mahasaya, gospel writer, used to always sit on the footmat, because all devotees walk on that. Their feet dust are there on that. So that the removal of that is vibration left over is called Pavitra. It has become Pavitra. In puja and worship and all, we do the Pavitrikarana. Then after that, now if that can purify you, now somebody sits there and do tapasya and realizes God, that place becomes Pavana. That is, it is going to sanctify you. You are made Pavitra by touching it, sitting it there. Where the sages lived, where sages did great tapas and realized God. When we came first to this, so many places we had moved to find a place for ashrama. They used to take me. And when we entered into this land, so much of calmness. So, what is spiritual vibrations, we could feel, we could understand. As if some great sacrifice is going on. Everything was peaceful. Every peace was getting radiated. Then we thought, sometime in ancient times, somebody must have done great tapas here. That this place is reverberating with so much of peace and bliss. Then it was evening. We sat here and did Vedic chanting, this, that and all. Sang a few bhajans and went. We could not enter inside. It was thick forest, full of bushes and creepers, thorns. So we outside, now near the gate, we sat for some time, sang. Now almost Holy Mother's rock, that place. That was one Shaven place, because the neighbors used to enter there and take away the trees. So it was Shaven place. There we sat. So what happens is, what is Pavana is what removes your bad vibrations in you, what removes negativity in you, what suppresses your vasanas, what purifies you, is called Pavana. So Krishna uses the term Pavana here, Pavanani Manishina. That means it is going to sanctify you. It is going to remove all your bad vibrations that you have acquired from this world. While moving about, while seeing, while being in association with people, you have acquired those vibrations with whom you are living. So, life after life, that Jiva is coming, same Jiva is coming with new bodies and acquiring fresh vasanas. So, what happens to that Jivatman, you see? Now, he says, these accumulated vibrations within you will be eliminated by these acts. So, never leave these three acts. Pavanani Manish, whole humanity it is going to sanctify. Which are the things? Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma. Yajna is what is done to the nature's powers which are taking care of me, life on this earth. For example, sunshine. Without sunshine, there cannot be life on this earth. Air, which you are breathing every moment. Air. There cannot be life. Stay for some time. You'll understand what is Vayu Devata. Very difficult. So these, whatever you sacrifice for this is called yajna. Devata, you treat that as, because anything you worship in Hinduism must have a background of the absolute. You have to see the absolute. Brahman manifesting as air. Brahman manifesting as, you are worshipping the spirit. Spirit pervades and gives existence to that. So that spirit you are going to see and worship that, because it has manifested to keep this life alive. So whatever, you take care of that and it takes care of you. Nature. We are now, modern science is throwing an assault on the nature, and we are suffering equally, and we are not caring for the future generation, how they are going to survive on this earth with such abnormalities. We are harming nature, we are going against the laws of nature. So nature revolts. So future generation, it won't be a place for them to live unless nature takes the rod in her own hand. So to protect the nature, to serve her, whatever you do, purity of water, not to harm, how much of detergent every moment is entering the earth, how much of petrol is burning throughout the world, millions and millions of gallons every moment we are burning. Lakhs of tons of soap or detergent, toxins are entering into the earth. A few centuries after, I don't think you'll be able to find any vegetation at all on this earth. So much of caustic is entering the earth. Upper layer. Now the upper layer, it has taken thousands of years. Same leaves are again and again falling and maintaining the fertility of the earth. Now, when we remove the earth, they say, when you are removing and making the earth, new earth is coming up. Suppose you go about 4 feet below and take out all, suppose you need leveling. He says it takes another 1,000 years to give the same fertility what it has got now. Again the leaves have to fall, 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 and again crush it and become a fertilizer and give that same effect of the in thousands of years it is there, that earth which is making the vegetation. So this is what is expected of. So anything you do as a worship unto the nature in any aspect, it is called the yajna. Yajna means sacrifice. Yajna. Dana. Dana is what you do for humans, to save humankind. It is considered one of the meritorious acts, punya karma. And also it is going to destroy your selfishness and your holding, self-centered living. Whatever I do, even as sadhaka, from morning till night is what I do for myself. Getting up with half open eyes, I am brushing my teeth for myself. Eating tiffin, cricket, going to office, whatever I do, I am keeping my family for me. I am not there for family. I want family for me. Everything I want for me. Whatever I do from morning till night and night to morning is for me. After becoming sadhaka, I am doing japa for me. What is this? What have you done to others? So when you start doing for humanity, human race, for your own species, then it is called dana. Dana. To see that the human race lives happily and you participate in their life. Dana. Yajna dana tapa. Tapa is what you do for yourself to overcome the bodily awareness. Everywhere, ultimately, you have to see the divine. Now, when you are doing yajna, you cannot think that nature is anything, nature, any aspect of nature, independent of Brahman, independent of God, independent of the reality, independent of existence, pure existence, independent of Chaitanya, you cannot think of. As a sajiva vastu, like it is full of consciousness, Chaitanya, Chinmaya, whatever you worship, even the imaginary form of God if you worship, it is Chinmaya, Chidghana. It's always, Chaitanya is everything, any object, any thought, anything, any feeling, any action has the Chaitanya pervading it, behind it, as substratum, as pervading it, otherwise it cannot exist. If Chaitanya is not there, it cannot exist. This is visible to me, it is there on which I am sitting, because Chaitanya is pervading it, existence is pervading it, it exists, Sat aspect is seen, I am feeling it. So always the Chaitanya, in Ganesha, the Atharva you see, every deity the Hinduism worships, it takes as the manifestation of the Absolute. Tvam Sachidananda Dvitiyosi, Tvam Gunatrayatita, Tvam Kalatrayatita, Tvam Avastatrayatita. Each Tvam is this, Tvam is that. He identifies whatever deity you are worshipping Vishnu, Vishnu is identified first with the Absolute, Chaitanya, Shuddha Chaitanya. You are beyond everything. You are the Supreme. You are the Supreme. Then after Vishnu's puja, I am going to do Durga's puja. Then with Durga, the same thing I will repeat. You are the Supreme. You are the Supreme. Prakritim Parama. Each deity, whatever you worship, you have to see the absolute. You have to see, you are the supreme, you are the supreme. It is a symbol of that supreme, whatever you worship. So, if you leave that, it is perishable. When you, anything, if you put Om behind, it becomes eternal and infinite. If Om is removed, it is perishable. It's only name and form, Nama Rupa. Every object. If you see the object with Om, the Chaitanya, Chaitanya is imperishable. This form is just, it has taken the form, and form dissolves, appears and dissolves. But the object, what is the content, is Chaitanya. Chaitanya is appearing in that form. When will you know? When your body awareness goes off. Dehabhava. So you have to see Chaitanya in everything. So in Yajna, you see the Chaitanya slowly. You are worshipping. Yajna is Devata Karya, seeing divinity that sustains the life on this earth, seeing divinity, the forces of the nature. I am going to worship Indra, Varuna, Vayu, all these devatas, Ishta devatas, God's appearings in human form, in various forms, avatars. All these I am worshipping. Any devata karya is called yajna. Any offering done, any sacrifice done in the name of devata. Devata is div, from the root div. It illumines. It is illumining. Devata. So whatever you do in the name of devata is yajna. Whatever you do in the name of man is human, is dana. When you are giving a dana to anybody, you have to, Sri Ramakrishna says again and again, insists, Shivajnane Jiva Seva. Jiva Seva you have to do. But Shivajnane, try to see the divine in man, and so that you are not bound by the karma. There was, when I was in Kamarpukur, Ramakrishna's birthplace, we used to, one school was there attached to the our mutt. Our mutt, one school was there, Kamarpukur. It is there now also. And it is a residential school. In summer holidays, all students will go back. This whole school will be empty. Then we will have eye surgery for village people, free of cost. So, eye camp. Nearly more than 100 to 115. The capacity was 115. 115 people can be made to lie down after surgery. Everything, there is no cot, there is no bed or anything. There will be gunny bags of human size, gunny bags, just like bed. We will bring grass from the farm. We have our own farm, and after the harvest, we cut the grass into small, shape it properly, and it will be stored. The 115 bags will be filled and made beds for the patients. And one big hall for surgery, one office hall, big one, is we burn sulfur and make it fit for surgery. And there will be 7 plus 7, 14 surgical beds where doctor does his surgery. In those days, the eye surgery used to be hand. Now it is, everything is sophisticated. So those doctors, one doctor was there, he will do from morning till night 35 surgeries. Other doctors were there, totally 14 doctors, free surgeons used to come, they will do free services. And then from morning till night, till the all surgeries are over, they will not take food. By about 7 they start, 6 o'clock they are all there, they start giving anesthesia one by one, and they will make ready for the next person. They will be continuously doing. By evening they finish, all before the sunset, almost when sun is setting. Then after that they will take food. Twice they take only tender coconut. I used to wonder how it is possible. They will be continuously non-stop. I too was in dress. One of the doctors I was assisting. By evening, it became seeing, it became something like by-arting. I thought, if doctor is not there, I can do myself. So many cases you'll be seeing. One doctor used to do every year 35 surgeries from morning till night. Very fast, very clean, perfect. And he used to. Then after that, they will be going for food. In between, when it is finished, we will inform these school authorities that doctors are ready for food. From morning they have not taken anything. They will have the meals now. In between, they will be making ready for their food, kitchen, dining hall. By that time they asked me to talk to the doctors. So I was talking to doctors. I told doctors, see, now you have given eyes to these people who are not able to see properly. You have made now whatever they do with that eyes, good or bad, you will be responsible for that. A beggar is there, he will beg, please help me, help me. You give him 5 rupees out of compassion. He will take that 5 rupees and use it for bad purpose. You are responsible for that. You are the biggest shareholder. He gets less, he is only agent. Money is yours. He goes and buys a knife and kills someone. You think I have done great service by giving 5 rupees. 4 rupees, 8 annas was the knife cost. 50 paise transportation. The whole thing was your money. He was only a doer. If you are not given, he would not have bought that knife. Now, that karma share you are going to become. So, the whole life, what all he does, you will be responsible. He will be seeing only bad things and doing bad things. All that you will have to say. Doctors were surprised to hear this. They said, what do you mean? We have not done. I said, you have given eyes and you say I have not done anything. If you had taken money, at least the contract was over with money. You have done free of cost. Seva. If you take return, if you bill them, its contract is over. I have taken the money, I have given the service. That's all. But you have done free of cost now. No. Then doctor said, no, we are not going to come next time, this, that and all. Then one doctor asked, what is the solution? Then I said, that's why har vyakti mein, in each person, there is one badmash and one God also is there. So don't see that. Don't see human at all. See the divine. That God will never go and do something mischief there. He will not do badmashi. God is sitting there in that body. See that God. and give to that God. So you are offer that services to that God. God has come as blind. You are giving him the sight. That God will never go. And if you see human in that Badmash is sitting there in the same body, he is going to do some mischief, bad acts. Good acts also may be done. We don't know. But you will be the karmic load you have to bear. Then I said, that's why Sri Ramakrishna insists, Shivajnane Jiva Seva. Whatever you do, try to see the divine in that person and offer your services to God. Oh Lord, you have come to me in this form. I am offering my services to you. I love you out of love, out of gratitude. I want to, it is service to you. By this alone you will spiritually evolve, seeing God and doing this service. This dana, when we use the term dana, it looks like I am showing compassion. No, I am serving the Lord in and through. The human race must survive. Human race must be there at all times. Because only through this human body they can transcend the nature and go beyond. Mukti is possible only through human body. And you have to see. And will it end with that? No. You have to see the divine within you. God has to be seen within you also, otherwise you will remain the badmash only. Bad mash in English. Badmash is written as bad mash. So this, you will remain the same fool on this earth. So you have to see the divine. The tapas is to awaken that spirit. And everywhere ultimately the yajna dana tapakarma is changing your vision from the normal material vision to the spiritual vision. Trying to see divine within you. The efforts to see the divine within you is tapas. The efforts to see divine in nature is yajna. The efforts to see the divine in human is dana. Seeing God in human is dana. Seeing God in nature is yajna. Seeing God in yourself is tapas. This is Pavana, means making it divine. We saw Shuddha, Pavitra, Pavana. Shuddha is just physical purification. The inside, the contents are cleaned of the vibrations that they are carrying. Then subtle level, gross level, subtle level. Subtle level cleaning is Pavitrikarana, and divinization is causal level. There are 3 layers of existence in this universe: gross, subtle and causal. Stula, Sukshma and Karana. Stula level is Shuddha, Sukshma level is Pavitra, and Karana level is Pavana. So Krishna uses the term Pavanani Manishana. This is the only thing that sanctifies man, means makes him divine. What we are seeking is, why should you not give up? Is because once you become the gold, there is no more. You are Jivan Mukta. As Jivan Mukta you will live in this world. And Brahma last, his body falls off. That's all. All the pranas will go back to the source. All the material with which bodily existence was, without continuing the transmigration, the soul enters into the divine abode. The source, it goes back. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.